Good morning, Mr. CS friends and family. How y'all doing this morning? Hopefully everybody's doing great. Hopefully everybody wakes up feeling great. Look, so yesterday I did a video, and in that video I was talking about my big truck. Look, I was just using an analogy. I was just using the big truck as something else, okay? But some people took it like I was really talking about my big truck. So look, let me explain it like this. As of today, we actually have two different vaccines. And one that everybody is getting is called BioNTech. That's the one everybody's getting from Pfizer, right? Okay, you also have another one that is called Comirnaty. Now, Comirnaty was FDA approved, but Comirnaty is not yet being given to anybody. So when you go to their page and you see FDA approved, that is for Comirnaty. BioNTech, the one that everybody's getting right now, is strictly emergency use only. Now, what happened was Pfizer said that BioNTech was interchangeable with Comirnaty, which is pretty much just saying that they both contain pretty much the same ingredients. Well, a federal judge just blocked it and said that the Department of Defense cannot mandate military soldiers to get anything that is emergency use only, which is BioNTech, which is the one being given right now to everybody. But also, the judge said that he is not going along with it being interchangeable. So pretty much he is not listening to the fact that they said that it is interchangeable. BioNTech and Comirnaty is interchangeable. So the bottom line here is, when you go to the page and you see FDA approved, that is for Comirnaty, the one that nobody is getting yet. The one that people are getting today is still used only in emergency use. So once that emergency use is gone, then BioNTech is gone. But you will still see that it says FDA approved, because that is for Comirnaty. All right, so let's move on with this morning's news. So Fauci calls for the testing of everybody that is coming into the country except for illegal border crossers. What sense does that make, right? What sense does that make? Peter DeFazzi, he is the House Transportation Chair, and he is a Democrat, but he sees that the system that the Democrats are running is crumbling to the ground. So Peter DeFazzi, House Transportation Chair, says he is retiring early. So that is another Democrat jumping off of the sinking ship. Also, Victor Jimenez, another Democrat, is leaving the sinking ship. Mr. Jimenez said that he is sick of the open borders. He said everything is crumbling for the Democrats. Also, Mr. Victor Jimenez was the spokesman for the mayor of D.C. That's another big Democrat out of there. If I'm not mistaken, he is switching parties, switching over to the Republican Party. All right, so we all know that Dr. Fauci is a killer. We know that he should be charged with crimes against humanity. That is my opinion, okay? But Dr. Fauci used taxpayers' money, and we all know this, to have dogs tortured and eaten alive by parasite-infected flies in Tunisia. It has also been brought to light that Fauci spent over $16 million in taxpayer money on disturbing toxic brain injection experiments on monkeys in 2018. Also caught funding gain of function here lately, which we know Rand Paul called him out on that. But Fauci's mad scientist days does not stop there. He has a long history of mass death. 2004, Fauci's NIH was caught funding experiments on orphans. Yeah, orphans at a New York hospital. These orphans had AIDS. Now, Vera Institute was hired to do a final report on Fauci's experiment on these orphans. And out of 532 children, 29% of them children were killed. They died. This guy is a monster. There's nothing else you can say about it. This guy should no longer be the mad scientist running around America. There is nothing good that can be said about this little short pipsqueak. I can't trust nothing this idiot says after everything wrong that I have seen that he has done. Scottish rugby player Siobhan Cardigan died suddenly at the age of 26. A rugby player now. That is somebody that is in the top most best shape of their young life. Why do you think that person just died suddenly? Why do you think one soccer player a year is diagnosed with heart problems? One soccer player a year. But this past year, over 100 soccer players have just fell out dead. I'll leave that up to everyone else. Take that and do with it what you want. One a year, usually diagnosed with heart problems. Over 100 dead this past year, but over 200 diagnosed with heart problems, when it was one a year. Now you're talking about soccer players, some of the people that's in the best shape of anybody in the world, right? Simone Sanders, another high-profile official, is exiting Kamala Harris's office. Simone was Harris's senior advisor and chief spokesperson. She will be gone by the end of this month. And we all know why. Everything is crumbling around these crooks. When people realize they're really corrupt, they're really crooked, they are getting out before it's too late. 80 House Republicans vote with Democrats on a new national immunization tracking system. 80 Republicans voted on this. 80 Republicans voted to give the federal government information on your vaccination status for the next mandate that they have planned. 80 Republicans, 80 crooked, corrupted, blackmailed pieces of trash Republicans voted on this human tracking bullcrap. Now listen to this, y'all. Very interesting. 2 years and 5.2 million deaths later, now Chinese doctors say that they have the antibody that can neutralize all strains of COVID. So Wuhan lab That's where everybody thinks it comes from, but they're arguing that it started naturally. And 5.2 million deaths later, and still nobody's ever said where it came from, but now these people have something that, it'll cure, my opinion, excuse my language, but I ain't trusting these motherfuckers. I ain't trusting no Chinese. I'm sorry, but you ain't gonna get me to trust not no Chinese motherfucker nowhere. And I'm sorry about that. So Governor Gavin Newsom extends the COVID state of emergency in California, right? Tell me why he's on vacation in Cabo San Lucas spending $29,000 per night, running around without a face mask on, but he extended California's state of emergency. Wow, California, y'all sit at home, y'all be on lockdown, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do that, but I'm going out spending $29,000 per night, and y'all can't do nothing. Yeah. This right here is why civil disobedience, and I will not comply, comes into effect. The FBI continues its manhunt on Americans who protested the November 3rd election. So the FBI got caught continuing their attack on our First Amendment rights. They are hunting down real journalists that attended the January 6th gathering at the Capitol, which was nothing but a protest. I'm not saying people didn't do something illegal like trespass, but what I am saying is that there were people in that crowd that were not Trump supporters. And if y'all are continuing to only arrest Trump supporters, y'all are getting nowhere. Y'all are getting nowhere. Y'all are doing nothing. Y'all are not even getting to the bottom of it. Y'all are just targeting people to target Trump supporters. That's what you're doing. Also, tell me this, y'all. So they want to hold people in contempt. Steve Bannon from the War Room, they held him in contempt. Well, Steve Bannon wants to release the 1,000 files that Congress has on him. But the Department of Justice or Defense does not want Steve Bannon to release them files before he goes to court, before he goes in front of Congress. Why would they not want? Why do y'all not want Steve Bannon to let the public see them files? They're doing their damnedest to stop him from releasing them files. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because the public won't get to see Bannon when he goes in front of Congress. It won't be televised. What they'll do is they'll get him behind closed doors without the public to see, and they will hem him up. And the public will just see, oh, he got hemmed up, he done something wrong. So he's wanting to expose all of them files. That way, before he goes to Congress, if they get him behind closed doors, they know the public done seen the files, and they cannot entrap him like that. All right. So the DOJ is doing their damnedest to prevent the political January 6th prisoners from getting attorneys, and they're trying their best to stop the defense of these people that have been locked up for over a year. These people actually have raised money for attorneys, and the Department of Justice is doing their dangest to get these attorneys to not represent these people. And that is wrong. That is wrong. All right, finally, they have got a school shooter that fits their narrative. And let me tell you, they are not missing the chance to put this guy front and center news. And I say guy, but he's actually a 15-year-old white male named Ethan Crumbley. Ethan Crumbley went into Oxford High School in Michigan. He killed 3 people and injured 6 others. He will be charged as an adult. he used his father's 9mm handgun. And you know, I find it funny because they make sure this makes front headline news, but when the guy ran into the crowd there in Kenosha, as the front headline, they used SUV crashes into parade. They didn't use the guy. They used the car, like the car just crashed by itself into the parade. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all all have a great day. God bless everybody. All these Democrats are retiring, they're quitting, they're leaving the party. We are winning. I love y'all. Everybody have a great day. Peace out. If you ever want to support the channel, everything is in the description. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart.